Good evening and warm welcome to Power News, your window to the power sector. I'm Juhi Rajput. In this episode, we're bringing for you an exclusive coverage on Ieema's annual convention on the theme 24/7 Smart Electricity. Ieema is a conglomeration of Indian electrical and electronics manufacturers, first ISO certified industry association in India, with 800 member organizations encompassing the complete value chain in power generation, transmission and distribution equipment. Indian Electrical and Electronics Manufacturers Association, in its 67th AGM and Annual Convention, applauded the vision of Government of India's ambitious and bold project on 100 smart cities. On the occasion, Venkaiah Naidu, Union Minister of Urban Development, Housing and Urban Poverty Alleviation and Parliamentary Affairs, was the chief guest.
Friends, relevant issues in the context of development of smart cities are how to ensure 24/7 power supply, how to ensure efficient energy use, what technological innovations are needed to meet the needs of new smart cities. I am of the firm view that we need to really lift ourselves to a new level with regard to efficient energy use so that our dependence on fossil energy substantially reduced.
He said that Ieema is preparing to have 2 shows in January 2015 on up to 11 kV and intelligent usage of electricity. He would be interested to see what strength Indian industry has to be able to partner and bring value to 100 Smart Cities project.
I am told Ieema is preparing to have 2 shows in January 2015 on up to 11 kV and intelligent usage of electricity. I would like to see what strength Indian industry has to be able to partner and bring value to 100 smart cities. Smart electricity management is critical for smart city development. It's education, entertainment, employment that drive people to urban areas. Electronics play a crucial role on all these areas. The industry has a crucial role.
As per Ieema, the 100 Smart Cities project will entail a huge opportunity for the entire industry across urban development, power, rural infrastructure development, municipality, hospitals, education opportunities and the entire ecosystem of allied industries. Ieema feels that CEOs of the industry will have a big role to play in planning and deciding the way forward to respond to this project, which will unravel immense opportunities of growth in the coming few years.
I would like to make a special mention about the small and medium enterprises who will be an integral part and an equal partner in the growth mission of the nation. Ieema represents this balanced mix of future-ready industry players and small and medium enterprises ready to partner with the government. Ieema looks forward to a free and fair and just partnership and is ready 24/7 to respond to the needs of the government.
The centre has started identifying urban areas which can be transformed into smart cities. The government is currently holding consultations with all stakeholders, including state governments, local bodies, and those keen on developing smart cities.
Central government, state government, ULBs, all these 3 should work together. So I'm also planning to have a municipal national level conference of mayors and municipal chairmen. I held a meeting of the ministers at the national level and I was able to take them on board. Then we'll be discussing about urban renewals and urban reforms in that mayor's conference, including smart cities also. Each state may get 2 or 3 smart cities because number is fixed as of now 100.
Smart electricity management is critical for smart city development. Venkaiah Naidu stressed that it is not easy to construct a smart city overnight without light and basic amenities, and called for greater coordination from all stakeholders. Minister also said that there is an increased interest from other countries like Japan, Singapore, etc. to participate in the smart city project. The government is likely to finalize the outline of smart city projects by end of November. Here we'll take a short break, but there is a lot more on the other side. Stay tuned. Welcome back. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has envisaged developing 100 smart cities by 2022. The Finance Ministry has allocated Rs 7,060 crore for developing these cities, which will replace the present flagship urban renewal scheme JNNURM. The scale of 100 smart city project reminds us of the Golden Quadrilateral and Connecting the Rivers projects. In fact, the 100 smart cities project goes beyond this league, and the thought itself merits a salute.
Smart ideas and smart cohesive implementation capabilities are the need of the hour. Spurred by the vision of the Government of India's ambitious and bold project on 100 smart cities, Ieema is enthused and excited about this unique project.
That we are doing this digitization not only at the center. Since states are on board with PMG and we have a lot of mutual confidence amongst ourselves, states have agreed to digitize their processes also. So we are engaging with them very intensively as I travel to state every Monday and Friday. So we are very hopeful that we should be able to give you a digitized world. Now finally, how could this be helped in setting up of smart cities? In setting up of smart cities also, there will be myriads of clearances that will be required. And that is where the problem lies, because the industry gets exasperated. Where all I have to go, who all I have to talk, when should I talk, how should I talk to get these clearances going. Once it becomes a transparent system that a clearance goes onto the portal, then no one has to go to anybody. It's visible. And once it becomes visible, I think it will get cleared.
Ieema intends to meet and nurture the objective of 24/7 smart electricity from street to home. Ieema is also holding a concurrent show up to 11 kV in line with distribution reforms. This show will give a unique opportunity for electrical equipment manufacturers to showcase their latest equipment, technology and services. Intellect 2015, to be held in January, is a technology showcase and conference on future intelligent electricity, connecting to and enabling intelligent and smart business for a smart India.
In Ieema, we have been working, our members have been working in coming up with products which use electricity intelligently, which use electricity with efficiency. So any usage of electricity which is efficient and intelligent will be smart. So all these products which are being researched into, innovation is being done, are aimed at making electricity smarter, and any smart city, other than having aspects of smart municipal services, smart security, smart policing, smart management of data, connectivity, etc., will have to run on electricity.
Intellect 2015 would also highlight the opportunities of leveraging smart grid technologies to optimize the benefits through a holistic approach involving customer engagement, utility operations, governance and regulatory systems. We need smart electricity and efficient electricity. Electricity distribution system should have minimum T&D losses and should be able to recover its due payments. Smart city is not a static outcome. It is a continuous process in which increased citizen engagement, hard infrastructure, social capital, and digital technologies make cities more livable, resilient, and better able to respond to challenges.
What is more important is smart leadership and smart people. As I told you, I am stressing it time and again. Without that, this is not possible. Now see what is happening. The cities and urban local bodies just do not have necessary human and financial resources to plan and implement urban projects. Substantial issues, urban reforms, change in the mindset of the leadership and also people is the need of the hour. As we talk about electricity, the cost of power generation in our country is rupees 3.78 per unit. But what is being recovered is about 1 rupee or less for each unit. How do we manage this in long term? At the moment, 32% of our country's population is living in urban areas, which is contributing 60% of our GDP. This suggests that substantial quality of electricity is being used in urban areas. With substantial under-recoveries against power supply, how can we sustain additional power generation and supply? This is a question. Similarly, water management in urban areas is in a mess. So there is no proper accounting, auditing and recovery of at least O&M charges. Hence, I say that there is an acute need for smart leadership in urban areas. and which can make a break with the past. They need to work with the people and take them along so that urban development can become more sustainable.
Ieema is looking ahead to partner with the government on the Smart Cities project, which will go a long way in enhancing quality of urban life, and also the Deen Dayal Upadhyay Gram Jyoti Yojana will provide a huge impetus to strengthen the transmission and distribution infrastructure in rural areas.
In this entire process, having 24/7 power supply will be critical. A city cannot be smart if there is no power. Therefore, there is a need to create proper transmission and distribution system to ensure uninterrupted supply of electricity. Introduction of smart grid as a tool of automation with its robust mechanism of IT system is an honest beginning to reduce transmission and distribution loss and supply uninterrupted power to people. It's time for another short break. Keep watching Power News. Welcome back. The Indian electrical equipment industry's size in 2012-13 was in excess of $24 billion, with exports of roughly around $5 billion. Ieema members have contributed to more than 90% of the power equipment installed in India. Ieema is also engaged with the Power and Commerce Ministry in developing a standard bidding document for purchases and EPC contracts, and partnering for creating Made in India brand for electrical products in overseas market. To talk in detail on electrical industry's issues, Ieema's recent initiatives and future plan of action, we have with us recently elected President of Ieema, Mr. Vishnu Agarwal. Very good evening, Mr. Agarwal, and welcome to Power News.
Oh, good evening, Juhiji. It's really a pleasure for me to be here.
First of all, I'd like to know that which are the major issues of the Indian electrical manufacturing industry and how could these issues be addressed?
The electrical equipment manufacturing industry has gone through very difficult times in the last couple of years, mainly because of the low rate of growth of economy, because of policy paralysis, and the utilities which are owned by the government still continue to be the main purchasers of the electrical equipment. So for the first time in many, many years, the equipment industry has seen negative growth rates over the past 2 years. And fortunately, we hope that with the new government coming in, all this should be changing.
So what are your suggestions for bringing distribution reforms to make state power utilities financially viable?
You spend the money for generation, for transmission, for distribution, and you ultimately have to depend on your collections from the consumers. Unless the DISCOMs, which are the distribution utilities all over the country, are able to collect the money for every unit of energy supplied by them, this sector cannot be viable, and that's the crux of the issue which has to be understood by everyone.
Another concern of the Indian equipment manufacturers has been the absence of a level playing field, and they have been demanding it from the government so that they can compete with the global companies, mainly Chinese equipment manufacturers. So what is your view on this particular issue?
See, the equipment manufacturers, particularly in this electrical sector, have never asked for any favors from the government, any subsidies. All that they have been saying is that the exporters, particularly from China, do not do commercial pricing. They are subsidized in many, many ways. There are hidden subsidies, and they are coming and dumping the material in the Indian power sector, which does not provide a fair level playing field to the Indian equipment manufacturers to compete with them.
Mr. Agarwal, PM has recently launched Make in India campaign, which will boost indigenous manufacturing in a very big way. How do you see this initiative?
I think I'm a great votary for what Modi ji has said, Make in India as well as Made in India. And when he says Make in India, it will provide jobs, employment opportunities, it will provide taxes to the government for what is made over here. And I think particularly I can talk for the electrical equipment industry. They're well poised today to fight competition from global manufacturers who come and establish their factories in India.
Government is also promoting innovation and research and development activities in various industries. As far as power sector is concerned, Ieema could play an important role. So how is Ieema partnering with government to support this initiative?
We are partnering with government. That's one part of the whole process. We also want to partner this year with the larger players in our own sector. And as you might already be aware, that a very, very large portion of our membership consists of medium and small and micro enterprises. And what I'm particularly looking for in this year is to request the public sector undertakings, the large players, including the MNCs, to look at the opportunity of mentoring at least a few of the MSME industries in this sector, maybe the ones who are their component suppliers. And I think that would provide a great opportunity for a very large segment of Ieema members to be able to upgrade their research and R&D, which they may not be able to do independently on their own.
Coming to smart cities, government is planning to develop 100 smart cities in the country, which opens up immense opportunity for electrical industry. Any suggestion you'd like to give for formulation of plan and its timely execution?
We believe in Ieema that power is a very major component for smart cities. Smart power would be the first thing. Sustainable power, affordable power, power for all would be a very strong and important component. And we have been talking to the central government at the ministerial level, at the bureaucratic level, trying to talk to them of various ideas, trying to help them formulate as to what smart city should be all about, and also trying to tell them that Ieema would be ready to work with them hand in hand for whatever their new proposals in this sector are.
Being the president of Ieema, what is your vision for smart cities and 24/7 smart electricity, and when do you see this dream turning into reality in India?
When we talk of smart electricity, we must understand that the society at large in our country consists of the haves and the have-nots. And when we talk of the social change that the smart cities are likely to bring, it has to be inclusive, as the Prime Minister has already said. It has to deliver at the end of the day benefits to all sections of the societies. It means something else for the super rich, where they would like to play with the latest electronic gomizos or whatever they call them for putting on and off their TV sets before they reach their home. It means something else for the middle class, and it means something else absolutely for those sections of the society who yet do not have availability of regular power, quality power at affordable prices. And I think we need to have solutions which would address bottom downwards, which forms the bulk of our population.
Since India's major population resides in villages, we just can't ignore this segment of the country, and therefore the term inclusive growth becomes extremely important. So what should be the vision for smart rural electrification and continuous power supply in rural areas?
See, the first thing is that if you are short of electricity, switch off the power supply which goes to the villages. This happens as on today. This has grossly affected the socio-economic activities in the rural areas. Now, what is needed is electricity supported through technology, where you can ensure 24/7 power to the people in the rural areas. And I'm glad to inform you that Ieema has taken an initiative of organizing an exhibition by the name of Intellect, which means intelligent electricity, and along with it, under 11 kV show, which would be for the rural areas, and where we would be showcasing the industry's capabilities to everyone as to what the Indian electrical industry is capable of doing in this sector.
The theme of Ieema's annual convention was Smart Electricity 24/7. Tell us more about it.
We've already taken the lead in trying to tell the government that the industry is well poised for supporting whatever their endeavors are for providing smart electricity, both to the urban as well as to the rural consumers. And our focus during our annual convention was on the same theme, where Mr. Venkaiah Naidu was the chief guest, where we talked about the industry's capabilities to supply equipment as per the vision and the plans of the government for providing electricity, smart electricity, to all sectors of the society.
You mentioned about Intellect exhibition, which Ieema is planning to organize next year in January. I'd like to know that what exactly is it all about?
We thought of providing an alternate exhibition in the years during which Electrama is not held, and we called it Intellect, which is a short form for Intelligent Electricity. It would showcase the facilities and the manufacturing capabilities of the Indian industry for the smart electricity, including automation. Ieema has now partnered with IEEE, which is globally a very well-known society of professionals and has a wealth of knowledge. We'll be running a seminar concurrently with it along at the exhibition venue. We are also partnering with Ministry of Power, Government of India, for running a program for the chairman of the different DISCOMs to discuss on what the new requirements are under the government's plan for 24/7 power to the rural sector. And we'll run a concurrent show which will be under 11 kV for telling them the industry's capability in this sector. This would be held in January at Mumbai, January 2015 at Mumbai.
Thank you, Mr. Agarwal, for joining us in Power News.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
With this, we come to an end of this episode of Power News. Keep sending us your suggestions and views at info@indianpowernews.com or call us on 011-405-60701. I'll be back next week with more news and updates. Till then, goodbye and take care.